Welcome to Have Yarn Creations. I'm Erin, and it is August the 19th, 2019, and we can talk about some yarn and talk about things that I have finished anyway. So I did finish my red foam purse that I made that has the pocket in it that turns inside out, and I put some wooden buttons. When we talked last, that's all I really had left to do is to put the buttons on it. But there's the wooden heart buttons that I bought to put on it. And they're almost the same color. This again is made with the Rodeo Premier Dark Red. It has a 4-weight medium with a 5mm knitting needles or 5.5mm hook. It's 85% cotton, 15% polyester. And I have a lot of this, so I was trying to use it up. But I like it a lot. Next, I have another one I was working on that's, again, all leftovers that I have. This one is a combination of Red Heart Super Saver, Karen Kindness, and this is Pound of Love White. And I have, again, I put the hook. This was done in a vertical rather than horizontal. I have the hook on the back, and I put a snap enclosure on this one. And yes, it has the pocket in here. It's kind of deep though, so you might have to take the phone out to get to the pocket. The nice thing about this one is I made, because I thought it was, sorry for trying to redo the snap. I thought that it was kind of alpine-y looking. I'm calling it an alpine stitch because I don't know what else to call this. It's inspired from the spike stitch. The spike stitch has the long single crochet where you dip down and you pull up with a single crochet. And I feel like it's too easy to catch things on. So these are triple crochets, double crochet, and a front post, I should say. Triple crochet, front post, double crochet, and a front post half double crochet, and then that's a single crochet. And what I did when I made them and went down to dip down to get them, I skipped 3 stitches and then did a single crochet to reattach. And then when I did the next row, which is 5 rows of single crochet, I went into that bottom color. Like in this one, I went down into the purple as well. And so it pulls it out and, well, it pulls it up. And so it is smooth. That transition's smooth on the inside, so it doesn't catch on a purse or phone or anything that you're putting in it. So that's this one. And then I went and I made one in green because green is my favorite color. And these are leftovers from a hat that I made my sister-in-law a couple years back. This is Karen's, I'm sorry, it's not Karen, it's Yarn Bee Soft Secret, and the lighter color is the key lime. I don't have the tag for the darker color, the darker green. And then this one is leftovers from sweaters that I made, granny square sweaters that I made, I'd say 4 years back now, for all the women in my family, well, all the women in my husband's side of the family. And I don't know if you can see it or not, that this medium green here has sparkle in it. It's a sparkle. Oh, there, I caught it. You can kind of just barely catch the sparkles in it. So, and this one too has the pocket inside for you to put your ID or anything in. And this one I made so it's up closer to the flap, the overhanging flap, so you could maybe pull it out without pulling out the phone. So those are my phone purses that I made. And I don't know why I'm making these. I don't really have anyone to give them to. So, but I was kind of inspired, wanted to try. And speaking of inspiration, I was watching Rose Likes Crochet, and she had a few weeks back, she had doing a plethora of the the swirl, divine swirl cake, divine swirl hats. And so I wanted to make one too. So I made one, and this is in leftover latte cakes that I have, and I don't have the colorway on this one. This is, I know that the latte cakes are coming back out. Some Michaels stores have them already, but this one is what I finished up, and I like it in the latte cakes. It shows up, actually the swirl shows up better on camera than it does in real life, but I like it a lot. I think it's soft and just luscious. So I have a problem though, because the adult size pattern that I found and used doesn't fit my guys. My guys are big guys and have big heads, I guess you could say. So I had to adjust it, and this is what I did. I adjusted, this one was for my son, maybe for my son. He kind of likes it, but it was sized for him. And what I did is I added 2 extra double crochets and half double crochets. So you got 2 extra swirls, so it's extra wide. And then I had to bring it back in so that it would fit tight around his ears. And so I ended up doing 4 rows of the back and forth double crochet, front post and back post. But I like it in this color, and it doesn't look, this is the red heart variegated in the blue, and I think it's not, I was kind of concerned about the shell pattern and it looking feminine, especially after doing it in the latte cakes, because it looks really pretty feminine in the latte cakes. But this one, it looks really pretty cool. Doesn't look feminine at all. And so then I had some more, I've got lots of leftovers. So I had some more leftovers from making hats in previous years. And this is also Yarn Bee Soft Secret. And I'm forgetting the exact 2 colors. This is a darker gray and a lighter gray. And when I came down here to do the front post and back post double crochets to give you the gathering on the rim, I put them together and crocheted them together. Sorry, that's my computer. And crocheted them together, and then I didn't have enough to continue to do that, so I did 2 more rows. So there's 2 rows of them together, and then 2 rows of the dark gray again. And this one I just really love. I love how it turned out, and it's really soft. So this one's video is going to be short. I've got one more finished object, and this again is my own design. It is what I call that alpine stitch again, and this is again big because I sized it for my son, but there you have that. And I did it in 4 different colors. You have the Pound of Love white. This is let me get it here. This is a really old one that I have. It's Bernat, and it is Smarty Pants. Bernat Smarty Pants. And it is also, I think it's another 4 weight. I'm not saying it. It's bright blue is the color, and it is a 5mm hook or a 5mm knitting needle. And so that's for the lightest blue, and then these other 2 are Red Heart Super Saver. And I'm thinking I need to make a tutorial on that, but I've never made a tutorial, so that's a whole nother thing. Scary me. So, and last but not least, let's talk about my unfinished objects. Uh, about a week or so ago, maybe a little more, I put something on Instagram and I'm attempting to make a phone carrier. This is the first one I did that is vertical. And this is out of paracord. It is not out of yarn. And I had to stop just because it's really hard on the hands to work with it. But I think it's turning out pretty good. I'm not going to quit. I promise. I just have to get the gumption up to keep going with it. But it's very sturdy. I was thinking that it would be really cool that guys might like it because it's not so yarn-y, kind of stuff. But that's what my attempt to do is to make one out of paracord. And then I have had probably for about 2.5 years now a single cake of mandala. And I haven't really known. It's one of those, I bought it because I wanted to try mandala, but I never really had something in mind to make with it. And I only had the one cake because when I went, the cake that kind of spoke to me was the one in Gnome, which is a rainbow. And I didn't have anything in mind, but they only had the one, so I bought it. And that was at Walmart that I bought it. So I've been looking and looking, and I decided I was going to make a shawl. So I am in the process of making a shawl, and it is the virus shawl, as you can see, and I'm getting pretty good at, pretty far along. I am wanting to make it very lacy because I've only got the one ball, and I wanted to make it, decent sized. So I am using an eye-sized hook. And as you know, mandalas they say it's a 4, but really they're more like a 3 weight, 100% acrylic. And so I have all this left, y'all. So it's gonna be decent sized, but I think it's gonna be rather pretty and very fun. So I don't know who I'm gonna give that to either, but that is my objects for the week. And I hope to have on another video later this week. And you have a lovely day. And remember, if you have yarn, be creative. Thank you.